welcome everyone, is beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Unfortunately, I don't know how much longer we'll be able to be saying that at Six Flags, because according to multiple comments on our videos, it looks like they may be discontinuing Holiday in the Park forever. I have not seen any official announcement of this anywhere, so if anyone has an actual link of something that Six Flags has come out and said, you can post it below. But with the amount of people saying it's true, I tend to believe it's true, and the wind is really whipping. So I'll go on record saying I do not have a degree in business. I don't have a degree in theme park operations or management. I have no experience in seeing any of this or any of Six Flags' financials. So take whatever I'm saying with a grain of sodium chloride, maybe several grains. But I will just say this is super, super disappointing. I know Holiday in the Park is not the most welcomed event every year. There's not a lot of people that go, and I believe it's probably costing more to stay open than to just close. But for season pass holders and members, this is a real big strike, because it takes off like another about 5-6 weeks of operations. And I know the event's only been there since 2016, hasn't been there that long, but it's been there long enough to where we've kind of come to expect it. And they have some great shows. I understand that a lot of the rides aren't open. They have the nativity show, they have like a magic show, they have singing carolers all over the place. And I feel like before COVID took the world by storm, that the event was getting more popular. At least that's what it appeared to be to me. Again, I have no financials to back any of this up. It just appeared it was getting more and more crowded. COVID hit, destroyed operations for the Six Flags company, along with thousands of other companies and people's lives. I get it. But I still think, as I try to adjust my hand, I still think there's a way that Six Flags should keep this. Of course, we all know that Six Flags upper corporate management is watching us right now. So, I'm sure they can weigh in on this. But if Six Flags is really losing that much money, which they probably are the last few years, I'm sure they've taken quite a bit of a bath with the economy and just the way it's gone. I think what they really need to do is maximize the revenue that they can get. I'm starting to cry because it's so cold, and I'm crying over Holiday in the Park. But Fright Fest is their probably biggest money maker of the year, in my opinion. I'm sure it is. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to figure that out. Instead of starting it so late in September, why don't they start it like 2 weeks earlier? Like, capitalize on the demand. And get like 6-7 weeks, milk this thing for all you can, because everyone likes Fright Fest so why not capitalize on that revenue? I just don't quite understand. Also, I believe the most crowded area in the park is Hurricane Harbor. It's a horrible, horrible water park with long lines for everything because they don't have much. Why don't they try to expand that revenue? Build more cabanas, build more places to eat, because the lines are so long to eat, I think people just give up. Or they just say, forget it, they'll go eat themselves, somewhere else. So why don't they capitalize on Hurricane Harbor? Why don't they capitalize on Fright Fest? Why don't they try to explore other revenue streams? People will come. They have an amphitheater that I mentioned in every video that they don't even use. Why don't they book has-been acts of years gone by? I actually looked it up, and you can get these groups for $30,000-$40,000. Throw them in there. You can sell the amount of, I'm sure you can get an extra 5,000 people to show up for that, you know, and then the amount of money you'll make on tickets and, you know, beverages should cover the cost of that. I mean, again, I don't know anything. I have no degree in anything, but it just seems to me like there's missed opportunities for Six Flags everywhere. If you go on, you know, every now and then Six Flags will post something on Facebook saying, come join us for this and that and this. And then you will see like half the comments will be negative. It'll say, I went, I had a horrible time, the food was bad, I waited in line too long for this, park bathrooms were dirty, yada yada yada. And I mean, it's, if you go on the Facebook page of Six Flags St. Louis, every comment or every post, half the comments are negative. So they need to, in my opinion, like flip the narrative on this. You know, fix the bathrooms. The bathrooms are disgusting. Get extra. I mean, they really need to amp up their food service, because when people have to wait, when people are hungry, and you have to wait in line for that long, it just causes a horrible experience. Especially with mobile order, this should be a piece of cake, but they don't even do that correctly. If you mobile order, it should tell you exactly where to go, and your food should be right there because it should be prepared. But yet, half the time when you mobile order, it takes longer than if you just would wait in the regular line, and then it's a big mess because you got people standing there waiting that haven't been called yet, and then you're waiting behind that. It's a mess. It's not organized at all, and that needs to change. My arm is getting very tired. But to bring it back to Holiday in the Park, I mean, I am very close to canceling my membership. And I don't think Six Flags can afford to lose their members. And I understand the event right now might not make any money, but I think they could. This place, the area is starved for entertainment. You know, instead of charging, I don't know what the price is for Holiday in the Park because we have a pass, but it's probably too high. You can go to a lot of other places for half the cost, and especially since they don't have many rides open, they need to just $10, $15. Let everybody in that they can. You know, they'll make it up with concessions and whatever, merchandise and the petting zoo and whatever. So I don't know. I might be wrong. My opinion's probably wrong. And I'm getting wind is just stabbing me all over. This is a unedited walk and talk. So it probably sounds terrible with the wind. Hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. But if you guys have any other opinions, I still haven't seen anything official, but I assume it's true. Anybody have any thoughts on the most likely cancellation of Holiday in the Park? And why can't they figure out how to increase revenue streams in other areas? I understand this is a crazy time right now. I'm talking about the future. Staffing is probably hard. You're probably going to have to pay these workers a lot, especially since it's part-time in the fall and in the spring. To get people to work there, you're going to have to pony up the money. But it'd be worth it for guest satisfaction. They'll keep coming back and they will tell their friends. But with that being said, I've rambled on long enough. Post in the comments below what your thoughts are. Likes, subscribes, help us out so much. Thank you all. May the adventure continue.